The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world. Hello, and welcome to Friday. Yeah, I'm feeling good about that. It is 5:34. Oh, no. It is November 10th, 2023. I had a tiny grocery list yesterday, so I figured I'd be in and out in about 10 minutes. One thing on the list, though, dried red lentils. Now, these things last forever. You buy a bag of them and you use them 1 cup at a time for one recipe you make every 6 months or so. My first bag lasted 5 years. Do you think I could remember what aisle I got them from all those years ago? I searched and searched. Up the rice aisle, down the soup aisle. Tried the pasta aisle, what about the international aisle? I never did find them. I left the store annoyed and having spent double the time expected in there. Got home, went to put the groceries away, and what's in the cupboard but a brand new bag of dried red lentils? I don't know when or where I bought them, but I wish past me would have remembered them before my failed game of I Spy took my good mood. It's a good morning in the studio. Dan Tulk is back to hang with me.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Steph.
Good morning. Now, I want to talk about old social media pages. Did you ever have MySpace?
I didn't have MySpace, but I mean, Tom from MySpace, what's he doing right now, do you think?
He looks a lot better. I did just Google him, and he looked kind of creepy in his previous photo. And honestly, I think my brain melded him into a picture of Zuckerberg and Tom.
Yep.
But now he looks like a kind of stand-up dude coming into this world of fashion and probably
Tom.
very rich.
I always think he's really wealthy, sitting on a beach somewhere throwing like darts at a picture of Mark Zuckerberg. It's like, it should have been me.
Yeah, you took all my money. You took all my potential. Early days of Facebook. Do you remember poking people?
I remember poking people, nudging people.
Oh, yeah. And the whole screen would go.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Steph is going out for supper. Dan is walking to the mall.
In case you were wondering, this is what I'm up to. What a strange time. I mean, I'm sure in 10 years we're going to be like, remember when we used to share every single second of our lives with pictures? I wonder what we're going to do next. We'll probably just be sitting there with goggles on.
100%. We'll all be in virtual worlds, like the metasphere or the metaverse. What's it called? The metaverse.
Metaverse.
Yeah, we all live in these virtual worlds where we have our goggles on and just walk around in coffee shops and stuff.
Yeah, and we'll probably have like some sort of exercise chairs that just jiggle us and do all the work for us so that we can stay in our virtual world
we just stay in our
longer.
virtual worlds all the time.
Oh, dear. It's a little bit terrifying.
Absolutely. But I think, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You know what? You weren't an early adopter of MySpace. Maybe you're going to be like, metaverse is not for me.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll be one of those like the Matrix. I'll just walk around outside looking at people with their goggles on.
That sounds terrifying as well. I think I got a bit overzealous when brushing my teeth this morning.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, I was scrubbing away, and then all of a sudden my toothbrush flew out of my mouth and landed behind the chair in my bathroom.
Wait, behind the chair in your bathroom?
Yeah, there's like a chair that has like a plant on it, just like
Oh,
to
okay,
look nice.
okay. I got you.
It's
Like a decorative chair.
Yeah, to say that it was like back in a corner, maybe where a lot of dust lives, is where it landed.
So what did you do?
Well, I decided that vigorous brushing was done. I emptied my mouth of toothpaste, gave it a rinse, and then I rinsed off my toothbrush, and I haven't decided yet the fate of it.
I feel like as a male, we're far more easygoing with the whole toothbrush thing. Like, it's all right, little girl, it's fine. 5-second rule. I think guys are different.
So you would just rinse it off and call it a day and forget about it? Be like, next time I brush my teeth, I'm not even going to remember this landed
Rinsing
behind
might
the chair.
even be a
Rinsing?
I might just put, put it in there and get some bacteria in there and, no?
The dust, the hair, the particles, the bathroom floor. Think about the things that might live there.
This is true. But they live in the bathroom.
They do, but they don't live in my
maybe you're right.
toothbrush.
Maybe I would get rid of the discard. For like $1.99, I might discard it.
Okay, but the question is then, the fear or the risk you take is, do you have a $1.99 toothbrush waiting in your drawer? Or if you discard your toothbrush, do you have to remember that you need to stop and buy one before you return home for the next time to brush?
This is dilemmas we live by. I would probably think I always have a few toothbrushes in the drawer. I buy the 3-pack.
Yes. Okay.
So I may have, but if I'm on my last of my 3-pack, then you got to rethink. That's a lot of toothbrush thinking.
Well, I know, and it's such a essential item. You use it multiple times a day, but it's kind of a forgotten item. But my thought is This is my plan. When I get home from work today, I'm going to boil my toothbrush.
Boil your toothbrush?
My hope is that I remember to stop at a store and buy a toothbrush. Okay. But if I don't, I'll boil it. And if the next time I need to brush my teeth comes before the next time I stop and buy a toothbrush, I'll at least have a clean one.
Okay.
Sanitized.
That's a good boil. Vinegar. Dip it in vinegar.
I am not. Vinegar? That's the worst plan. Like, oh, would you like to brush your teeth with mint? No, vinegar. Smell my breath. I just had French fries. How's your Oilers doing?
Steph, what's going on? The Oilers are the worst team in the NHL right now. Like bottom of the barrel.
They actually are? That's the stats?
Like 32 out of 32. It's not great. I'm kind of sad right now. Let's take a little moment. Take a moment.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Okay, now I don't want to offend you.
Okay.
But I do have to ask, is Connor McDavid not supposed to be the best player in the NHL?
He is the best player in the NHL, I think, right now. I mean, debatable, but I think he is. But I mean, you put like Wolfgang Puck, like the best cook in the world, in like a kitchen that has like nothing. You're still getting
Okay, but does his kitchen have nothing? Doesn't he have Leon Draisaitl, Evander Kane? Like, be impressed with my sports knowledge.
I am impressed right now, but I'm trying. Listen, I'm trying to Jeff this myself. But like their goalie right now, like is down. Like I guess they like, we're done with you. So he's gone down to Bakersfield to play in the AHL team, the Bakersfield Condors. Condors.
We're apartment buildings. We're gonna attack you with our sticks.
We have a great foundation. But he's making $5 million a year playing in this like AHL team, where he's making so much more than these players. It's crazy.
Okay, wait. So their goalie, they pulled him basically because he was bad?
Yes, because he's not producing.
But a team in the AHL is paying him $5 million, or the Oilers are paying?
The Oilers are paying him $5 million because they own the team in the AHL as well. So he's down there like making like bank. Well, the rest of the players make like a lot less than him. And he's like, whatever, NHL.
I feel like, I don't think I'd be like, whatever. I'd be like, wow, I've been demoted and now I need to budget my money because I'm never going to get promoted again.
25 million. He'll be okay. I remember my first 25 million.
Okay, but I just mean, like, if he has been so decided that he's not a great player and he's on the worst team in the NHL, like, do you think that anybody else is going to be like, hey, let's look up that Oilers goalie now that his contract is over?
I think he's probably going to look for a new career. He's probably, but I mean, he doesn't have to budget his money. Do you think they have dollar menus in like Southern California? Do you think he can make it? We should start a GoFundMe.
No,
he should be okay.
I just feel like he needs to invest. Like, if this is his only $25 million, he's probably used to being rich and he has to make some plans.
Gotta be the worst, man. Poor guy.
Hard life.
Yeah. Southern California, 25 million.
Gotta do a little New Year's resolution check-in. How you doing on yours?
I don't think I had one this year, but I'm thinking about it. I'm preparing for this New Year's resolution, my New Year's resolution.
Okay. Well, then ask me because I need to brag.
Okay, Steph, what was your New Year's resolution? How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm so glad you asked. Mine was to eat my freezer. I was really trying to stop buying things that just went into my freezer and actually eat the things that were on sale that, were waiting for months to be cleaned out. And I have to say, I've nearly found the bottom of my freezer.
That's amazing. What's the best treasure you found there so far?
Oh, man. I bought a pulled pork, like, giant roast, and I cut it into 5. And man, I'm making pulled pork all the time.
You're going full of like sandwiches, tacos, pulled pork all the time.
Pulled pork all the time.
That's a great idea. I do have a freezer. I think there's like asparagus in there.
That's not great.
No, I'm not a great freezer person.
No wonder why you're not eating your freezer.
So now I think my New Year's resolution. I gotta think of something cool here. I mean, you can eat healthy, work out, but let's be honest.
Those are lame. Everybody
not gonna
says
do that.
Yeah.
I think you know what? Read more books.
Read more books. Okay, and what's the goal? Is it one book a week, one book a month?
I think one book every 2 weeks.
Okay.
26 books for 2024.
Whoa.
That's a catchphrase. I should make
maybe it should be 24 books for 2024.
24 books for 24. 24 for 24.
Oh, there you go.
That'd be my new Twitter or my new Twitter handle or my MySpace page.
MySpace. There's a throwback. Okay, but here's the thing. I have an idea. So I've been seeing people say, you should start your New Year's resolution now, because then on January 1st, you'll be 2 months in.
Yeah.
You'll be everybody else, those suckers, they're trying to stick with it, and they're sad on Blue Monday 3 weeks later when they failed.
Yeah.
You'll already have 2 months of longevity. You'll be like, what's the almost
Let's
3?
be up front. I'll say my Blue Monday 2 months earlier. Let's be up front.
Oh, you want to experience it in 3 weeks?
Well, I don't want to. I want to read the books. But let's see if it happens. Let's follow up and we'll see, like in a year, come back and we'll say, did you read the books? Like, well, here's my book reports.
24 for 24.
24.
Okay, but we do need those extra 2 because we are starting early. So Dan,
Okay.
I'm going to have you back on the show.
Yep.
In 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I expect that you're going to say, I've just finished my first book.
I have my first book report due.
Yes. A lot of my friends were looking to get Taylor Swift tickets. I registered for the pre-sale. I got on the wait list. Didn't see a single person get actually through. Did you?
Oh, I'm a Swiftie.
You're a Swiftie.
No, I'm not a Swiftie. I didn't get through. I didn't try, actually.
Oh my gosh, you're a dad though of a
Yeah, I have a preteen. I think she might be a Swiftie, but we'll watch the theater. We'll go to the movie.
I did go to the movie.
Did you go to the movie?
Yeah.
Like, Taylor Swift's a talented young individual, but man, there's a whole phenomenon. Do you know the New York Times has hired a full-time Taylor Swift reporter? Like that's the person's entire job, to follow the life of Taylor Swift and her influence on society.
That sounds pretty freaking awesome. I want that job.
Just follow Taylor. It sounds mildly stockish to me.
Okay. A little bit, yes. Yeah. And does she get to like follow her around in the sense of, is she looking at TikTok videos or is she going to Taylor's concerts? Is she camping outside her house?
That's a good question. I think it's probably less camping outside Taylor Swift's house than we would probably. That's probably not what they're doing, but I think TikTok maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think Taylor Swift, like, do you know, like, she's raised the price of Kansas City Chiefs tickets. Like Taylor Swift being there and the jerseys of what's her guy's name now? What's the
Travis Kelce.
I can't wait till they break up and I get the song. It's gonna be a sick song.
Oh my gosh. I'm wondering though if maybe they're in it for the long haul.
You think?
Like they seem pretty, I don't know, PDA kind of, like maybe.
I don't know, but isn't like that Taylor's kind of like things she does, like
she dated
falls in loves, breaks up, writes a song, makes billions.
She dated Joe Alwyn for 6 years. Like that was her younger years when she had a few different boyfriends. But she herself will say, like, you can list my boyfriends. There weren't that many over the years. She's been famous for 17 years. Has
she been famous for 17 years?
Yeah. I've turned into a Swiftie now. I'm standing up for Taylor over here.
Yeah, you're very Swiftie now. You're the reporter for the New York Times will be calling us shortly.
Yes, please.
But like, think about the effect that by going to a game, you can raise the prices of a jersey.
That's the Taylor Swift effect.
That's the Taylor Swift effect.
That we've coined a new term. It probably already exists.
The Swift effect.
The Swift
hashtag.
Effect.
Share it on MySpace.
Hi. Good morning. Are you doing okay over there?
I'm doing great. Startled myself. My chair moved.
You startled yourself. I was wondering what scared you over there. I was like, I know there is like a fake cockroach over there.
There is. I wasn't going to mention anything.
you were just going to be like, this is
I named him Jerry.
Jerry the cockroach. Okay. Yeah, Sean brought that in one day and put it on my mic to scare me, and I didn't notice it. And so then he was like videoing and really excited and waiting. And then finally he's like, did you see this cockroach? I had and he actually had the tripod set up with his phone on it, thinking that I was
like to scare you?
Be scared.
And little did he know, like, I drop toothbrushes on the daily. I don't care about cockroaches.
I'm scared of nothing. But you are scared of a chair.
I am. Well, it startled me. It's okay.
Welcome back, Dan. I'm so excited you're here. Yesterday, someone else came. I was in a Teams meeting and got a notification that said someone was in the waiting room. So I let them in, and they were called the Harvard Notetaker.
Okay.
And I've noticed this note taker in a couple of my different Teams meetings that I've been in. And I was like, is there actually a person sitting in on my meetings? Like, and why don't they ever say anything?
Yeah.
And, want to be careful of what you say, because sometimes you get a little off topic and you're like, oh my gosh,
notes.
I dropped my toothbrush on the floor earlier
That's right,
today.
there's a cockroach from Jerry here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then I emailed our engineer, and it's not a real person.
It's one of those, what is it? Tell me.
AI. It's
artificial intelligence. They're
artificial
everywhere.
Intelligence knocking on the door of my virtual meeting, asking to come in and take notes for me.
This is, we're getting there, man. Like, digital assistants, it's coming. I picture this time when like two AIs get into a conversation trying to convince each other they're not AIs and just start like, no, I'm from Nebraska. Well, I'm from Kansas, and they just have a conversation.
Well, the weird thing is that they probably could even, where you say to somebody that could be a catfish, like, show me a picture of you saying this, show me a picture of you holding something up. The AI can just generate a photo, can generate a video of a fake human and be like, I am real. Look at here. I have a body and a voice that's talking right now.
Yeah,
the other
and here's
AI
a
would be
newspaper.
like,
1921. Yeah, I know. It's super strange. A newspaper's still a thing. But you're absolutely right. It's getting weird.
It is. But I'm thankful that at least this AI that came into my meeting asked.
That's a polite AI.
Yes, it was very, very thoughtful. It didn't just come in and start taking notes. It said, hey, I'm here. Would you like me?
Yeah. So we know our overlords will be sentient and polite anyways.
From entertainment to music and anything in between, this is The Buzz.
Brought to you by Foy Medi-Spa.
After 118 days, SAG-AFTRA is finally no longer on strike. The actors joined the writer's strike in July to fight against AI and the ability for studios to use actors' likeness instead of paying the actual actor.
I feel like the child stars of Stranger Things are going to come back after 118 days, and like the middle-aged stars of Stranger Things. These will truly be Stranger Things.
Oh, dear. And Kelly Clarkson gets flowers from Taylor Swift every time a new Taylor's version is released. Kelly wrote to Taylor back in 2019 after Scooter Braun sold all of Taylor's works to someone without her permission or knowledge, and she suggested Taylor re-record all her music, and that's just what Taylor did.
Well, that's nice of Kelly. Like, she's the like American Idol like person that really made it, the first one. What happened to Clay Aiken? I bet Clay Aiken just said me flowers. Clay, you're out there.
Clay Aiken will gladly come and watch you in your room. Don't be careful what you wish for over there.
I was invisible.
I would just watch you in your room.
That's a creepy song.
It's terrible.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.